Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my high Capa videos. Quick gold match update on this one, so it's not going to be a very big one. My gold match is effectively my tester gun, so anything which I'm thinking of putting on one of the others, I will run through this thing first, and then kind of check, adjust and do whatever's needed as we go. I've just noticed actually my slide release pin is a little bit loose on this, so I'm probably due a new one for this. So we'll get one of those sorted out sometime soon. Anyway, yeah, so from the last video, all the gold shit is gone. And by that, I mean, this did start out life as a TM gold match. And I've kind of tried to keep a bit of gold here and there, like a lot of people tend to. I had a gold, yes, slide release here. Words not my friend today, clearly. Some gold thumb safeties and a gold beaver tail as well. The gold beaver tail was a crappy AW one. So really glad to have got rid of that. The thumb safeties, I want to say they were just stock. And I think the slide release was a crappy AW one as well. That's really annoyed me just poking it like this. It's made lots of noise and it's wiggling around, so that's going to get swapped. Anyway, went out the other weekend and my purple battle cat was too hot on chrono at 8 psi. So this is usually warmer, but it actually ran through less, and I think that's because it's not been used for a while. The nozzle, the seal just wasn't quite there, so actually worked out really well for me. So I was running at around about a joule with this thing all day. It slapped. The rate of fire was immense. So let's have a look at the things I've changed. So what I've also changed on this is the grip. I did have kind of like quite a nice hand stipple grip, and I've swapped that over. So we'll start from the top and we'll work our way down, and we'll go from there for the things which I can remember which have changed. So what's changed actually inside the gubbins? Absolutely nothing. It's a full black steel outer barrel from AM. We've still got the infinity slide on there. There's dinging, which is it's oh my gosh, that's annoying me now already. Nozzle stiction. Should we do a quick nozzle test? Oh, look at that. That is bloody good. The recoil there, actually that's two things in there. So the spring is one of the high Capa hub nozzle springs. I'm allowed to say that now because I believe he's been selling them for quite a while. When I first put these in, it was kind of like a pre-release kind of thing, and Carl just chucked me a few and just like, yo, try these out, and I kind of chucked them in and I've used them and they were absolutely amazing, and I've never actually told anyone that I've got them. And also the recoil spring. So normally I tend to run at 120 recoil spring. This I think is the high Capa 130, and oof, nice, love it. It's just nice. It's a spring, it's a recoil spring. It's never going to transform my game day, but it's working. They've been in a long time and it's still springy. Cool, thumbs up. As we move on, that's when a lot of the changes come. So as I've already pointed out, I've got a really crap slide release in there. That's getting swapped. It's also a different colour, which I've just noticed on camera. So that's definitely getting swapped out. We have some 5KU thumb safeties. These are the type 2 high-sided ones. So as you look at it like this, look, you can, as you shoot, you can kind of like put your thumb up there if you wanted to, and or even put your finger there, or I don't know, shoot like that. I don't know. Either way, I shoot like that, so I'm super safe. But yeah, they go up there. So what I have noticed is you can't just grab it like that anymore because you grab the safety, so you kind of have to grab it from there. So it's minimised the amount of grab room. If you like a lot of grab room, these are not for you. You want the type 1s, which are much lower on the sides. I've also stuck a 5KU one of these in because the gold one was shit and this was cheap, and it removed it and it made it look a lot better. Grip-wise, we have the poly staccato, something like that. Yep, the Nova poly staccato thing on there. I just love these grips so much. It's only the second one I've got, but I absolutely love it. If I can find a tan one for my skirmish pistol, skirmish pistols have in one as well. And then we've got the matching screws, which, might I just add, these screws are just a touch too long if you're running aftermarket frames. This is a 5KU frame, shock and horror, which is working really, really well. Cow disconnector. I think this has actually got the cow everything in there at the back. But cow disconnector, it sings, it's absolutely fine. No problems with the trigger. It works. I don't have a hair trigger, I want to have a little bit of pull before it hits, so yeah, I'm quite cool with that. I can get a pretty good rate of fire. I will just note, of my maybe 10, possibly 12 years of airsofting, I've never been spoken to by a marshal. This thing got me spoken to by a marshal the other weekend for me shooting too fast. My rate of fire was too high on a high Capa. I'm really not sure how I managed to do that. So yes, got the polystack grip on there. Absolutely love this thing. It's just so comfortable. Usually obviously wearing gloves, and it's just nice. And then as we move down, I used to tend to lean towards the STI style, kind of fairly aggressive magwells, but on this one I've gone for a more fuller magwell just because I can. This is only ever going to get used on a primary adapter or a HPA adapter. If anyone wants to chuck me an angled one, quite happy to, you know, give it a good old try. Just saying, I know there's people out there making them. So I'd love to try one of those. And again, the magwell's not huge because of that, because I do actually want to get a different adapter, something which kind of folds up my arm in time as well. Because I have tried one. Again, huge thanks to Kyle at High Capa Hobby, let me try his Monk one a while ago, and I'm sold. I just need to find spare capital to get one, I suppose. But that's it, that's my gold match. Oh, and the other thing, I've finally gone down the torch route. This particular torch is a cheap knockoff one. I think it was like a Rainbow 8 job. It was one of the little TLR clone jobbers. It's really quite nice. It's not massively heavy. You get a little adapter in here. This is the Glock adapter, and I filed it down because I think I gave someone my 1911 adapter. So I got the Glock adapter, filed it down. It fits in the rail beautifully. And then as I was out on its very, very first outing, I think I was playing with a couple of guys from Flashbang, possibly Luke Hicks. And it got shot at in my first game. So that is a Lexan cover fully super glued over the front of it. So that's why it looks a bit dodge, but it works. It's not like it's going to get very, very hot all the time on there. And then it just fits on quite nicely. Again, when I was out the other weekend, I keep saying I was out the other weekend, I was at the Stan, or the Stan V2 or whatever it's called. Yeah, torch. Gameplay with a torch. Yeah, easy way to scare people, I suppose. That's probably what I'd say. Yeah, cool. Anyway, there you go. That's it. The gold match. No trusty. Triggers Broom at this point, I think we could say. But there she is, and that's the rundown of her. Thank you very much, guys, if you've kept with me this far, and I will see you in the next one.